Hello everyone, this is Jean. Welcome to my craft space. Today I'm doing Art Journal Prompts week 29, which is layers. And I wanted to start with a drop paper. I quite like this one, but I didn't really like the black line on it. I did like the colours. I like the colours of this one as well, so I decided I'd go ahead with this. I want to fill that white space with something, so I've chosen the same colour that's already on there, which is quinacridone red, and I'm adding some water to it. Now this isn't watercolour or mixed media paper, so I did have some problems here, but I did manage to get some drippage, and I do have to pat it dry quite a bit because it isn't really the sort of paper that will take a lot of water. So I'm putting an extra little bit up here. Now I'm adding some blue. This is primary cyan fluid acrylic, and I want some in the two corners really. And then I wanted to try and rub some of it off to allow the colour underneath to show. That didn't really work, but I press on anyway. Had another go, that didn't work either. I'm now adding some darker blue to the corners, and then I think I redo the blue, yes that's right, and then I'm using white again through the pixelated stencil to put some white detail on there. And that, I feel better about that. I'm now using green gold in the fluid acrylics to add some green colour, and then I'm using the primary cyan through this stencil, which is just like a piece of mesh. Sort of very, it's papery mesh. Okay, now this is where it all goes wrong. So I decided to put some circles on the page, and this is with the quinacridone red, and when I've done it I really don't like it. So I decided to press on as Nina advised, so I dried it off and I used a homemade circular stamp to fill the circles with white paint. And I still don't like it much at the end of this. But again, I do carry on, because Nina promised that eventually we'd like what we had done. I'm doing some stamping now. This is a leaf stamp, and I'm using Neocolour. I think it's magenta. Spray it with a bit of water, and then I put that in various places. I'm using my ruler because I can't find, I've got such a mess on my desk. I've got such a mess on my desk, I can't find my acrylic block. Right, so I don't like it, so I decide I'm going to put a border around and see if that makes it look any better. This is just using a Sharpie and a ruler. You can see my focal point there, but I'm not ready for it yet. So I want some more black in it now. I've put a black border, so I use my credit card, some black paint, to put some black lines in various places. Still not finished. Don't like the white, so I decide to come in with the same circular stamp but use blue. I think it's the primary cyan again, and fill in all those white spaces. Now I think at some point, which I didn't film, I do go in and put some more white in, but this time I just use my, Posca, to put some white dots in various places. You might see that in the close-ups. Here I'm using a fine liner to write my quote in sort of scribbly writing. I've done it in various places on the page, but you don't see very much of it. You might see a bit of it in the close-ups. And so here I'm now finally adding my focal point, which is I've cut out of a magazine and then I've painted it black to make it a silhouette. Well, I think I increased the size of it as well, and then painted it black to make a silhouette. So here I'm just finishing off putting on the quote, which I did with a label maker. It says, "You have to have chaos within yourself to give birth to a dancing star." So I'm just going around the outside now with my fine liner. Sorry about my head. Yeah, as I say, I really struggled with this project because I need a lot more practice in doing things in an intuitive way. I do like to have things a bit more planned, and I didn't. This is, yeah, you have to have chaos within yourself, or I had chaos without. And this is what it all looked like by the time I'd finished. And everything that you see, I used somewhere, or tried somewhere. So yeah, so there is the finished product, and yeah, all I've got to say now is thank you for watching. Bye for now.